pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Trubisky on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
On third down, Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Awesome.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Hey, lock in.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Come on.
They run. This is Cohen. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Robert Quinn in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky to throw. Rolling to his right. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his first touchdown in a Bears uniform. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
We got three.
On second down, Elliott looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 5. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Let's go, run the ball.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Lock in, lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Now Cohen. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He's going to let it go again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down, Prescott again. Oh, Prescott stripped. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Trubisky will throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Being chased out left. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Here's Trubisky, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Bears will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Prescott on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. That'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A second down throw for Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Prescott He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
This is Cohen. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Let's go, run the ball after this. Hurry, hurry! Lock in, lock in.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Cohen on the toss. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Set up! 180! Lock in, lock in. Run!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Prescott now on second down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it. 47. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Shedding. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw. Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Throwing here, Trubisky, buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Bears on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, 47.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go. Wide.
On 1st and 10, Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second and goal from inside the 5. He's going to get it running right. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go play action with Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here go 47. 26.
Prescott to throw it. And this is incomplete. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper, and it's 3rd and short.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. This time, the extra point up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Trubisky brings... Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, he was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's coming now. 26.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Then we're going to 53.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Going up top. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Prescott from the gun on third. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
Under. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Over the middle. Cooper with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the...
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Prescott. And incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Bears on third. 46 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup, Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
47.
He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Then we're going to 53. Here we go.
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week one, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Gotta go, gotta go.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week one.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week one, and 1-0 after going down to that knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bears, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
you